I'm here with Christy Schillig, the author of Lessons in Falling, and we are going to do a Q&A with her. We're going to start off with, have you always wanted to be an author?
Okay, so I didn't really know it was an option until I was in my 20s, and then I did some research and realized that, yes, this is a career that you can pursue. I was never really told that. And I've always been writing, though. It's been part of my mental health that I need to write. So, yeah.
Nice. And are you plot driven or character driven?
So I am character driven. The characters are like alive in my head and I have to get them out. But I am also a pantser, so I just kind of sit down and go. So the plot just kind of creates itself as we write.
You get lost in it?
Yeah, 100%. And sometimes I get lost to a bad.
So you don't really map out the book. It just comes out.
No
That's
mapping.
cool.
Yes.
That's cool. Do you already know where things are going to go? I know you don't map it out, but like for the plot, like the meet cute and the locations.
Yeah. So this book was born of the meet cute. It actually came from me and my sister drinking wine. And she said, how funny would it be if you wrote a book about somebody who fell in love with the person that gave him a colonoscopy? And so that meet cute kind of was born from there. Obviously, we changed it a little bit because colonoscopy isn't very romantic, but
Right. Yeah.
but there's a lot of humor in this book, and that comes from
And no colonoscopy. So
no colonoscopy.
He is a orthopedic surgeon?
He is an orthopedic. Yep.
Yep. Awesome. And what inspired the Philly and Chicago locations?
Okay, so the Philly location, I'm from near that area. So we spent a lot of time in Philly. I grew up in that area. I went to Villanova, so we would go out in Philadelphia when I was in college. And I just wanted to make sure that I really showcased how special Philadelphia is and the personalities in Philadelphia, the people from Philadelphia. Also, Chicago, I worked for Abbott, sold pharmaceuticals, and I had to do some training in Chicago. And it was like the best 6 weeks. I had so much fun there. So just two cities that I really love.
Oh, well, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, next question. Do you know when it's going to end? Like, do you have a word count you stay in? Do you have a filling? Like, how do you wrap up your book?
That's interesting. So your word count goal when I started for rom-com was 85K. It's definitely been going down. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I have. A little bit, yeah.
So, which I think is great because sometimes like when I went back to edit this, I actually cut like 3 or 4 chapters because I was like, this feels like I was trying to hit a word count.
Yeah.
It was unnecessary. So yeah, I mean, I like pacey books that move quickly, that make me want to turn pages, short chapters and things like that. So I'm pretty sure I'm a typical reader when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know we talked about the book was kind of born of the meet cute and you with your sister. What inspired the book as far as him being the orthopedic surgeon and the karaoke? I'm very excited to read about the karaoke.
I love the spilling of secrets trope. Sophie Kinsella obviously wrote Can You Keep a Secret, where she thinks the plane is going down and she like spills all of her embarrassing secrets and he ends up being her boss. Love that.
Nice.
So I was definitely inspired by her in that book. What else did you ask in there?
As far as the karaoke, like how did that come into play? Because that's like the intro.
I just thought of something where you're like really vulnerable.
Yeah.
And then
that's
you
good.
Like, really start to feel it. And then the worst possible thing that can go wrong does go wrong.
Yeah.
I love that.
Everyone's going to be going to karaoke now hoping they find an orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah. She's a math teacher and I'm a teacher. So her character is 100% born of being in the classroom.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a lot in here with like mental health and her advocating for her students. And that's all based on reality from my experiences.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And do you have a favorite character out of this book? I know that's hard for every author to answer.
Yeah. I mean, Meredith is probably my favorite character in the book. She's the best friend. She's like a badass surgeon. And I actually have a best friend who's a badass surgeon.
Oh, that's cool.
Who did all the checking in here. So
to make sure it's accurate.
Yep.
That's good.
Right.
All right. What do you want readers to take away from your book, if anything? Did you have a goal in mind?
Yeah. I want them to laugh, certainly, because I think laughter is super important in life and for healing. But I also want them to really like think about mental health and middle school mental health and the things that happen there and how we can kind of make people of that age aware that getting help is something that we need to do.
Yes. I have 2 boys. They're in high school now, but middle school is a rough go at it because everyone's changing and growing and trying to find themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm 35 and still trying to find myself.
Yes.
So I couldn't imagine doing it in middle school all over again.
There's just so much embarrassment in that age group.
Yeah.
They don't want to come
You
forward.
overthink everything.
You think you're under a microscope.
Yeah.
But you're not. So,
well, that's really good.
yeah.
Do you have, if you're allowed to tell us, do you have any projects in the works right now?
Yeah, I'm actually writing a romantasy right now.
Ooh,
yes,
that's
I'm
exciting.
writing the second book in this series. And then I'm also working on a contemporary romance.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah,
Got a lot. Well, you said you got to get it out.
Well, I
What's in your
told you I'm a
head?
pantser. So what happens is you get to a certain point and then you're like, okay, I'm a little stuck. I'm going to come over here and then I'll do something else.
That's a good idea because I feel like a lot of people who are trying to write or become writers feel like they have to lock in, they have to get this done and don't take the break they need to come back.
It's true.
So I think that's a good process.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
So far.
This is going to be hard.
Okay.
I think. Describe your book in 3 words.
Oof. Okay. Funny, hopeful, healing.
Those are really good.
Thanks.
Yeah. I would panic if someone asked me that if I read a book.
I wish I had
I'd be like, I don't know.
Said hilarious, hopeful, healing, because then they all would have been H's.
Oh, that's good. We can put it.
There we go.
Yeah. I literally mine would be like, I have no clue.
It is hard when they give you a word count. I don't like that.
Yeah. All right. Can you tell us a little bit about the book?
Yes. So Lessons in Falling is the story of an 8th grade math teacher who gets into a terrible karaoke accident and ends up spilling all her secrets to the surgeon after she's in recovery. But she's never going to see him again because she's on a girls' trip. She goes back to Philadelphia and there he is in her friend group and he's infiltrated her life and she has to figure out how not to fall in love with him. It doesn't work.
And here is some of the art prints.
Sexy art. Everybody loves sexy art.
I know. It's so beautiful. And then you want to show them the cover?
Sure.
And then you can get this on bookshop.org, at Novel Grounds, or you can DM her on Instagram to get your personalized copy.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.